Hey, it's your girl, Rap Myself, and today we're doing a special interview with Piffy. So this will be Valentine's Day edition part 1, okay? And then we're gonna do Valentine's edition part 2. So y'all stay tuned. So we just waiting for Piffy to come in. Salute to the chat. So, oh yeah, so this is supposed to be our, you feel me, virtual dinner date, shit like that. So, yo,
What's up?
what's up?
Lady, what up?
So what we eating?
I don't know. What you eating?
Oh, now you want to ask me first, all right? Okay.
Yeah, man. This your show. This your show. You know what I mean?
Of course it is. So I gotta go first.
All right.
My show. All right. So I made
Absolutely.
fried chicken,
Absolutely. All right.
string beans, rice
right.
and peas, and cornbread.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well,
Real food. So what you got?
the restaurant I wanted to order from had some discrepancies, so I have the finest of bodega subs over here.
All right.
You heard?
Okay.
And good bath and a couple bags of shebangs.
Oh, all right.
Word.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So we in good. We in good.
Right.
All right.
Shout out to everybody. Mama Love, what up? Shout out to everybody in the building. You heard?
Yeah. Salute to the chat. I'm not going to really be paying no mind to the chat because I'm going to be busy doing what I'm doing. But just know it's all love. All right. So when was the last time you had a date?
Last time I had a date, I'd probably say like a year and a half.
And where y'all eat?
It's been a I don't remember. Probably was
You don't remember where you ate?
I don't remember. I don't remember. It was like a restaurant I know. I don't remember the exact restaurant and all that, but
So was it high class, middle class, something simple? What?
I say middle class, you know what I mean?
Okay. So she was a middle class kind of girl.
I guess.
So who was
I was trying to figure it out.
Oh, okay. So was that the first and last time you seen this person?
That was the last time I seen Shorty, yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I asked her that.
Oh, so she was a dub.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Much.
Okay. So when the last time you had sex?
We getting right into it. It probably been about a year for that too. I be chilling, yo. I don't be, you know what I mean? I be chilling, man.
Me too. Me too. I get it. I get it. The last time I had sex was April of last year. And I was going to stay celebrant, but you know, I need, you know what I'm saying? I got that. I'm in heat. You feel what I'm saying? But I can't just sleep with anybody. You feel what I'm saying? So I've been chilling myself. So, but you gonna get it. You gonna get this work type shit. You feel what I'm saying? So what would you do if you was to ever get a chance to sleep with me?
Would you? I mean, I had to figure it out. Like, you know, I had to talk a little more, like, see what you like and all that. Like, everybody different, you know what I'm saying? Everybody don't get the same treatment and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
So you found out what I like or whatever. How will my night go? How will our night go?
It depends what we do it. This is what we do it. We going on a date, we going out, like it depends on the setting, what we doing. We know how it's ending up, but I mean, what we doing though? Like
we're going on a date, we going out, we kicking it, you feel me? night on the town type shit. You know what I mean?
All right.
And if you wanted to be spontaneous before we hit the crib, what would we do? And where we're
You
at?
on that type of time. See, if that's the type of time you on, then all right, so we going out. This is a date first, right?
Right.
Going out to eat, or we go like set the tone where we at, and then I'll take us from there.
All right.
Where we
All right. We leaving Red Lobsters.
All right.
Right?
All right.
It's not too far from the city.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So on the path, the car's parked, mind you, but on the path it's like water, a fountain, shit like that. It's not a park, but it's like benches, that kind of setting in a secluded, nice area.
Oh, all right. So if we get crazy out there, then we won't get caught?
Absolutely not.
All right.
The park rangers leave at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
All right. So what would we do?
So hold on. They kick you out the park. We sneaking in there. Like, how this working? It's a sneaking. We sneaking in. They kick everybody out at 8, or how that work?
Sneaking in. We sneaking in that motherfucker. And I'm talking shit. Like, you a pussy. You ain't gonna do shit to me.
That don't work. That will turn me on. So.
No, it's not gonna turn you on yet. Can I finish?
Oh, all right.
And then
because you started off like that.
You said shit like that, like, oh, it ain't gonna turn me on. And you, girl, you bugging, B. You know, that New York slang and shit. So I'm like, and you smack my ass, you grab my ass, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, you like, damn, you ain't got no drawers on? I said, I wish you would have known that when we was at the table at the restaurant type shit. Right?
Right. Yeah.
So, then what? Then what happens?
I'm going for the kill. Ain't really nothing to talk about. Like, we're going to sneak in the park. So we sneaking in already. So the sneaking is already building up the, you know what I mean, the anticipation and all that. So now once we sneak in, we got to find out where we at. You know what I'm saying? Where we could go is, you know, I have to get like 2 different positions out of this. Like, you know what I mean? We outside, but we still got to get crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So once we find the spot where we going to get crazy at, like, you know what I mean? It's really no questions asked. I'm going for the kill.
All right. So at this point, it's nothing but the waterfall and the benches.
Right.
So where at first?
It got to, well, I mean, so all right. So the waterfall is like what? Is something behind there? We facing the waterfall? How that work?
So the waterfall it has the glass bricks around it, a box, a square. But the joint is tall and it's big enough to sit or to lean over or to bend over type shit.
Bend over. Copy. Yeah, the third option is better. Yeah. Word. So yeah, that's what we doing. We facing the waterfall. You know what I'm saying? Now you still so look, somebody gotta be the lookout. Like, even though we getting crazy, somebody gotta be focused. So it's gonna be you that one gotta be focused, because I ain't got time to get crazy and look around. So you gotta be the lookout while I'm getting crazy. You know what I'm saying? So make sure nobody coming, because we already snuck in here. By the time I'm getting crazy, somebody gonna hear this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we gonna think some like animals.
Making wild noises. So at this point, I gotta tell you, the guard comes in, right? And I have to tell you to chill. You too loud.
I'm too loud, or you too loud?
Well, you was louder than me at this point, right? So then what? What do you do? Like, what do we do? Do we keep going, or do we wait till later? And what would you say to me though? Like,
Nah, we can't stop. I mean, once the car get going, we gotta get to the destination. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no stops. Like, hell no. Cause how that feel like getting you to the finish line and then you can't cross it. It's a long
Factual.
ride home.
All right. So, and that's that it we did us. All right, bet. So, after that, then what? What we do?
All right, so we good. We gotta get up out of there now. We been in here too long.
Mm-hmm.
Been in here getting crazy. We gotta get up out of there now. Now we get up out of there. It's time to go to the. So what's the? We started off here, or you said we left the restaurant to go here, right?
Right.
All right. So we gotta get up out of there. Now it's time to go to the crib and shit like that, or you know what I mean, wherever we going, wherever the destination leads us next.
Okay. So then,
shower time after that got crazy. You know what I'm saying?
so do like as soon as we get in the door type shit, we going crazy, or like how does that work? How what's your definition of a
We just
night?
got crazy. We just got crazy outside. Like, nah, I you know, fresh out the shower after that.
Get in the
You know what I'm
shower.
saying?
That's what I'm saying. Okay. And then what else?
So, you know, shower time after the shower. Like, we, you know what I mean? We don't have to get crazy right away. Like, you know, we got all night. We just got crazy outside. You know what I'm saying? So that could be an option, but you know what I mean? It's however the night go.
Right.
You know what I mean? We gonna just fuck ourselves out like the tank get empty early, like it's over. It's going to sleep after that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Gotta enjoy the night and all that.
Factual. All right. So we chilled out. We will. So in the meantime, what did we do? What do you like to do? Do you like to watch TV, play
Now
games?
we chilling. I gotta pick your brain now, cause hold up, cause this was the first. Like, how this happened? This was the first date. Like, what happened? This
No,
just
this
got
ain't the
crazy right
first
off
date.
the.
This is the third date.
Okay, third date. Just got crazy outside. All right, we gotta talk a little bit now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta pick your brain a little bit now, because now we don't got no problem fucking and all of that. Now I gotta see what you're talking about.
All
We
right.
still
So
gotta
like,
talk
what kind
about.
of questions would you ask me? And then
I don't know that.
Um,
I can't like orchestrate that. I don't know. Like, it's just however that, you know what I mean, however the moment is going and all that. I'm saying
all
I don't
right.
know
So
what's
like, what
specific.
questions do you want to ask me right now?
Pertaining to what? Pertaining to what we talking about, or what? Like, just in general.
Yes.
This started off crazy.
You know me.
Nah, I'm letting you lead the way. You in the driver's seat right now, so I'm interested in what you talking about. I don't really have no questions right now. I'm trying to
Not
see
right
where you
now.
go. I'm in the passenger right now.
We just warming up. Okay. All right. So if I, all right. So if I push, so you get a call, right?
All right.
And you say I'll be right back in an hour, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't got a trench coat on. I got a robe on though, right? And I
Okay.
push you on the bed, open my robe, and say you ain't leaving without getting under this pussy. What was
How
you?
much money I'm going to get?
Not a lot.
I can always come back and get this pussy. Like, I don't, you know what I mean?
Not a lot. Not a lot. And you ain't really want to leave out. It's late night.
They gotta wait.
That's right. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. We make them wait. Fuck out of
Nah,
here.
not all the time.
Get
But
some of
we don't
this
fuck
shit.
no business up over the pussy. Like, nah, not at all.
Now we talking
Can't go
about
like
this
that.
particular time. Not no other time.
It'll be a one time. Yeah, all right. But,
Ain't no one time. We talking about this time. Don't be trying to switch it up.
I'm just saying, like, it just don't, pussy don't come before, you know, money all the time and
Of
all that.
course
But, you
not.
know,
Well, we want you to
in
get
that
money,
spirit
but
of moment
talking
and
about
all that, yeah,
going on
yeah.
dates and shit. We want
I'm
that.
just,
We want you to get the money. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that particular time, what we talking about? We get it in or no?
Yeah. They could wait. I mean, you know what I mean? They could wait. Because I'm gonna tell you like I'm gonna come back and you know what I mean, we still gonna get crazy again and all
So
that. That's the quickie. I ain't just getting crazy right there. Like every round is not the crazy round. Like you gotta know what kind of fight you prepared for. Like, you know what I mean? That's the in and out. That's the quick round right there. Let's get out of here. Boom. I'll be
no,
right back. That's when I get back. Nah, it's not crazy every round. Every round is not a heavyweight fight.
no,
Like, nah, you pace
every
yourself.
round not, but these rounds are.
We just hold up. We just hold on. Listen where we going. We just got crazy outside.
No, listen
We
to
just
me.
came back
Listen
in
to
here.
me. Okay, how my adrenaline is, right? And I'm in the mood, right? You think I'm gonna be bullshitting
So
around?
I mean that's cool too. So that just mean anytime like you say so, that's what it should be.
Of course not. No. But you said that you gonna put that on hold, but you said it'll be
Right.
a quickie.
Yeah, I got shit to do. You know what I gotta do. I gotta go get some money. Like I'm not gonna miss the money too. Like hell no. Like I'm gonna come back to the pussy. Like I'm talking about. Yeah, I gotta go get
That's
that.
understandable. That's understandable. All right. So when you get back, by the time you get back, I'm asleep. Then what?
Oh nah, ain't no going to sleep. I'm back now. Like fuck all that.
So what
Ain't no
what
going.
do you do?
I do what I gotta do to wake you up. Whatever that is at the moment. It ain't the same thing every time. I don't know.
All right. So say I had panties and bra on. What?
Then I know what's up. Like you not sleep.
I'm asleep though.
Nah, you not sleep. If you went to sleep like that, you not sleep. Like nah, you not sleep when I come in. Nah.
I actually in real life though, I sleep like that while I sleep naked. One or two things.
Oh, then it's definitely over with. Like, oh.
So what do you do though?
I wake you up.
How?
You was already waiting for me anyway. So soon as I'm not crazy. Like if you already waiting for me, right? And your adrenaline and all that's going, so you went to sleep, you fell asleep. All right, whatever. As soon as I walk through the door, it's not that you woke up right away, but if I lay on the bed or whatever and you laying there, you gonna get up. You gonna inch towards me, you gonna poke the ass out. Like I know how this goes. You know what I mean? So it's not too much I have to do because you already waiting.
So say I didn't wake up. I did none of that.
Nah, you wake it up. It's you wake it up. I know you gonna wake up because you've been waiting. Like it's no way. It's no way you anticipating the nigga to come back, and when he get back, it's no way. It don't
You
work
sure
like that.
about that?
I'm positive. For me,
Okay,
yeah.
I woke up. Then what?
Can't speak for anybody else. Huh?
So I woke up. Then what? What's next?
What you think we doing? You woke now. You was already waiting for me.
So do you take my panties
You was
off?
waiting for me.
What?
Now you tell me. All right, hold up. You tell me, because you was waiting for me. I told you I'd be back. Because before I left, you initiated it, right? So I told you I'd be back. So
Right.
now I'm back. Now,
So you
so now
see
you tell me.
So you supposed to come in, I slap a little ass, and take my panties off. What the fuck?
But why I gotta do that if you waiting for me?
Because I'm asleep.
You're not asleep. You're not asleep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're not asleep.
So what though? So I'm up. So you don't take them off?
You gonna take them off.
Oh no,
I'm not gonna have to take them off.
Oh, we gonna have to talk.
Yes, I don't know. I'm not gonna have to take them off. Like, why am I taking them off and you waiting for me?
Yo, that's this. I think that's a big turn, yo. To me, like that's a big turn. Like, what? This nigga want this shit. He ready. You feel me? He done came in here, took my shit off, all that. All right. Okay. All right. So, what's the wildest sex? I know we talked about this in the live before, but this is me and you, one-on-one. What's the wildest place you had sex?
Wildest place, like
Mm-hmm.
public,
Yes, in
um,
public.
Victoria's Secret, the dressing room.
So was it
I got,
long? Was
I
it a
got
little
crazy.
quickie? Like,
Nah, I got crazy. Like I was on shit. Like I don't know what happened this day. I just got crazy. Like Shorty was like, she was extra crazy. So she took me there. She came. She went. We went there to get her some shit, whatever, whatever. But
right.
the shit she put on was I couldn't let her come out the dressing room and all that. So I went in there with her. By the time we start going, it was no like stop. We didn't care. You know what I mean? It was. We didn't care after that.
Nobody came in on y'all, nothing?
I mean, they heard us, yeah. It's people. We could see people like you could see under the little shit and
No
all that. We
flips
seen
and
all that,
shit.
but so what? Yeah, so what? It was already a wrap. Like
Right.
they probably was out there faking themselves. I don't know what they was doing.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. Motherfuckers is weird like that. You probably had somebody getting it popping to your shit.
That shorty was fire. Shout out to her. She
Okay.
was dope.
So,
What's the hold on? Shit, it's just about. Oh, all right, go ahead. I'm gonna let you go. I wanted to ask you the same shit, but go ahead. My bad. It's just your
all
bad.
right, I'll go after this question. So after that, what did y'all do? And what was the last thing y'all, you know what I'm saying, did? Was that the last time? And why?
The why I can't really like. The why just didn't work out. Like everybody, not for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Some things you want to work out just don't work out how you want it to work out. You know what I mean? What you said, what we do after that, like right
Mm-hmm.
after we do that, yeah, we went to get something to eat.
Oh, okay. And that was it? That was all?
We chilled for a minute, but then we got to a point we realized like, this ain't going to work.
Okay. Well, she was a dub, but she was fire. I get it.
Super fun.
All right. So the wildest place I had sex was in an open field or whatever. And it was on the hood of a car. And it was like, that was like my first experience. That shit was gold. You hear me? Yo, I was going ham. He was going crazy. You feel what I'm saying? He ate my pussy. Yo, it was just wow. You heard? And I never
Speed of
experienced
that.
that before. Like that type of situation in
Yeah.
public. Never experienced that before. That was the dopest shit ever. Oh, excuse me. And I left him
You
alone because he wasn't my type. Then, like, if I would have known what I knew now, I probably would like to stick to a guy like him. You understand? Good
I mean, he
guy.
was your
He was
type of look, but
thorough
he
and he
had you
could
in a
fight too.
bed like that crazy. Huh?
He was thorough. He could fight all that. You feel what I'm saying? But we was just in two different spaces. You feel what I'm saying? And like he loved the shit out of me. You know what I mean? Because I'm myself. You know what I mean? Like, but little shit irking and little stuff was irking him. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like if I'm busy, I'm busy. You feel me? Like we not doing that. So like after a while, I'm just like it's not like I don't want to do to want to be around me and shit like that. But at that point in my life, it was just like the wrong timing. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to build myself up. You know what I mean? And it was just the wrong timing. But like if I would ever see him, like I don't know if I would speak, but if he speaks to me, I'll speak to him. You feel what I'm saying? But it was just different. Like it was just different. But he gave me the best ever. You know, the best experiences. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I can't get better than that, but I'm just saying like he treated me good. And that's not the only guy that ever treated me good, but I'm just saying like how he was, I needed that, you know? I needed that. So that was one, but I always wanted to do something on the elevator. I don't know why. That was just like that's crazy, right? I always wanted to do something on the elevator. All the time. So I never got a chance to do that. I don't think I want to do it now, but that was something I always wanted to do. Yeah.
Nah, elevator action is dope, especially in Vegas. They got the little see-through shit you face outside and all that. That's fire.
Dope as fuck. But I never, not the see-through one. I never wanted that.
Now you could, yeah, I mean.
I'm just saying.
You about to end up on the floor. What if it's a bunch of people about to cover that shit? Like you taking whatever chance you could take.
Right. But at the end of the day, I think we'll know when the timing of the day and shit like that. Like if somebody was just to come, you know what I'm saying? And that'd be crazy, because at that time you're not thinking about that. I'm not thinking about that. I'm like, oh, that's what I want to do. But yeah, that'd be crazy because I wouldn't want nobody to see us. You feel me? So that was. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said that's the risk you take. You're in the elevator.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a big risk. But at the time when I used to always want to do that, I wasn't thinking about that. But that is one of the biggest risks. So, like, do you have any regrets about dating? Anybody you date? You ever have a stalker, restraining order, anything like?
Nah. I had stalker before. I never had no restraining order.
I had one too. So tell me about it.
I mean, I don't know. It's just like they just didn't get the point, and then it got spooky for a minute because you just keep popping up everywhere I'm at. Like, the fuck is going on? And it wasn't no like GPS. You knew where I was at. We just happened to spontaneously keep popping up on each other, and I'm like, yo, something not right.
Right.
And that shit got a little spooky after a while, but. Nah,
did she say anything? Did she threaten you? Nothing?
She told me I can't never fuck with nobody else. Like, you know what I mean? That type of shit. Like, oh, I see you with another bitch. I don't know.
Oh, that's some Fatal Attraction type shit. It was crazy. Or anybody stalking you was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you must have threw it on her. Put that bitch down. She tripping. I remember it was this one. I had a couple though with some real shit, and I never slept with none of them. But the one dude that really got to me, I was gonna do something with him, right? And I was like, nah, I'm not fucking him or whatever. But he was regular at first. You feel me? I'm like, then he started being crazy on a calm. So I'm like, so I told this nigga, yo, I'm not talking to you no more. Stop calling me. Right? A week went by. Cool. The next week, hey, baby, I miss you. And I'm like, yo, what did I tell you? Like, you bugging the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't call me no more. I ain't threatened him at the time. You feel me? I just said, yo, you gotta chill, like, or whatever. He's like, oh, what, you fucking with somebody else? I'm like, I never fucked you. But he's like, yeah, but it's cool. I could wait. You know what I'm saying? He was like, just give me some time. Give me a chance. All this, right? And I'm like, bro, no. You know what I mean? Like, when I say no, I mean no. Like, period. You know? Like, I don't gotta fuck you because you want to fuck me or be with me. I don't gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's not my attitude about it. So One day, the doorbell rang, right? I'm like, because it was loud kids, right? Running around, So I'm like, yo, they got me fucked up. It's late, I'm chilling. If I catch another motherfucker, it's a rat. You feel me? So I hear ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. This when I had a doorbell and shit. So I'm like, the kid's still running around. You feel me? I caught you, motherfucker. It's him. Yo, I stamped it so fast, yo. My reactions was crazy. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So he kept ringing my doorbell, whatever. Now my neighbor, she was crazy, and her man was crazy as hell too. He was like one of them dudes where he was like the protector of the block type shit. So I didn't have to go get nobody at the time. He wasn't at home or whatever. She was. So she called me because she could hear up my doorbell because it was quiet that night. You feel me? I'm chilling. I ain't had, you feel me? So she like, yo, Ra, I'm down here trying to sleep. And somebody keep ringing the doorbell. I thought it was them kids playing. She was like, want me tell you who it is? I'm like, no, I already know who it is. It's the such and such, such and such. She was like, yo, that motherfucker, right? So she comes to the door, customer out Spanish, all that, right? He leave, nah, no disrespect, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, get the fuck out of here. So I thought everything was good. Then it calls every day. I'm like, yo, that was crazy. So I start, you know what I'm saying, going to the store. He at the store. But it was like he was rushing in. He'll rush in and rush out to come back in. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? Now, mind you, he wasn't no bum-ass nigga. He wasn't dirty. You feel what I'm saying? He was a little crazy, though. You feel me? I'm like, yo, why always get these crazy motherfuckers? You feel me? Because I'm already crazy. Nigga. Two crazy motherfuckers, like, I could really hurt you. You feel me? So I'm like, all right, let me stop. So I had to go to the block to tell niggas to get him. And they got me. Never heard from him again. So I was like, dag, like, that was kind of creepy and scary. I wasn't scared, but I'm like, dag, like, just imagine if I started dating and I could let that, you know what I'm saying, continue. You feel me? That would have been crazy. You know, that would have been crazy. And then I had my ex now, mind you. We used to fuck around when I was a teenager. So we disconnected or whatever. Years later, I see him. And we start kicking it and shit. So we was dating for a year. I see it was a little crazy, but not too crazy. And then the craziest niggas that I be scared I don't really fuck with when the niggas with the pretty eyes. Light skin, pretty eyes. I stay the fuck away. So he I broke up with him because one day, right, we go food shopping, right? I come back, right? He thought I was flirting with a guy in, you know what I'm saying, the supermarket. So I'm like, bro, this is the person. Yo, I guess you gotta know me to know, but I wasn't disrespecting him. You feel me? So we exchanged words or whatever. So he driving back to the crib and something, and then it's like, he said something or whatever. When we get in or whatever, pick this food up. I need to talk to you. I'm like, man, I'm not talking about shit. You feel me? Like, you overdoing it or whatever. So he's like, yeah, you know what, man? I'm gonna just eat some cereal. I don't want you to cook for me, nothing. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, nigga. So he's like, yeah, you'll give a fuck if I take all this shit back. I said, nigga, you could take it back. Matter of fact, take that shit back, because I'll have another nigga eating your cereal. Right? Yo, the nigga said, I'm not going back to work. I'm quitting my job. You got me fucked up. And he really did just that. So now I'm tight. I'm like, yo. Now, mind you, we staying together at this point. I'm like, yo, this nigga got to go. I'm like, he's bugging. I can't do nothing. You feel me? It was just getting out of hand. So again, now this time my neighbor, or whatever, she hearing us arguing shit. She nosy, but she not nosy. You feel me? But she like, rah. She called me or whatever, and she like, yo, that motherfucker gotta go. She's like, bitch, you can't do nothing. But she wasn't used to me like how I was. That was at myself. You feel what I'm saying? So I didn't kick him out or nothing. We went out, whatever, the next day and shit. I went, no. I was going to college. I started taking classes or whatever. When I came back, he was gone. Everything gone. And my key. So every time I would come back in the crib, something was moved, something was different. Something was moved, something was different. So I'm like, all right. I said, yo, something ain't right. I told my neighbor, like, yo, did you see anybody? I'm like, was you home today? She like, nah. She was like, all right, I tell my man to look out or whatever. Or, you know what I'm saying, some of our neighbors and shit. But all of us had shit to do, you feel me, during the day. So nobody, you know what I mean? So one day, I'm asleep. I had the chain on the door and everything. I'm asleep. This nigga, I hear the door trying to open. Like he's trying to force the door open. But mind you, I got the chain on the door. It's him. So he been coming in there. So I don't know what made him want to come in that night. But so I go to my balcony and I'm like, yo, what the fuck, yo? He's like, yo, I left my bag or whatever. Can you get it for me? I'm like, you left your bag? You didn't leave nothing. What you talking about? He's like, all right, well, just let me in. I said, let you in? I'm not letting you in. I said, it's done, it's over with. I said, you wouldn't give me back my key and all that. He's like, all right, I'm going to just give you a key. Come open the door. And I'm like, no, I'm not opening the fucking door. You got me fucked up. I said, don't get yourself fucked up out here. Because you know my niggas will fuck you up. Now, at this point, I'm talking shit. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, scare him or whatever. He don't give a fuck. He like, I don't give a fuck who you call. You open this door so we could talk and shit. So I'm like, all right, well, just throw the key up first. He like, then you ain't gonna open the door. I'm like, throw the key up to the, I said, throw the key up here, and then I'm gonna come open the door. So he threw the key up. Yo, I swear I almost fell down the steps trying to run down there. I locked the door, right? And he get into it before he hit the corner. He get into it. Never seen him again. Now, mind you, I used to fuck with this dude. So he would play on my phone, all that. I haven't seen him, but he would just call me. And then like years later, I see him and then he's like, oh yeah. I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? How you doing or whatever? You know, it's been a while. Last time we talked or whatever was crazy or whatever. And he's like, what? Man, I ain't fucking with you. I'm like, all right. He's like, now I got a banging ass crib. He bagging and shit. And he's like, yeah, whatever. He's like, you could come chill, whatever. I'm like, nah, I'm good, whatever. And he like, all right, yeah, because the last time I heard from you was playing on my phone. And I'm like, what? Because that's not me at all. I'm like, yeah, I'm glad he was a dub. I'm glad I passed on him. But he was like, he was one of the craziest because I'm like, dad, I could have been dead the next day. You feel me? If I wasn't up in the court there, I don't know what he would have did to me in my sleep. You feel me? So I was like, you know, I was like, I was like, dang, that's another thing that was like, I gotta chill, whatever, like, you know. So I chilled for a minute, and then that was that. But I think I gave him the best sex too. I think I did, cause his mom said he was never like that. It was something.
When you made him go crazy, that's what
But
happened.
I just think he already was crazy though. I don't give a fuck what his mom said. Your fucking son is crazy, special ed crazy.
It's a
Short but
wild
crazy.
Valentine.
Huh?
We talking. It don't sound like no happy Valentine's edition.
No.
We
So
talking
listen,
wild.
we about to get
Shit.
there. All right.
All right,
So
go.
what was that like? What was your first Valentine? And
Ever? Like ever?
ever.
As like a little kid, like like
Little
that?
kids to a grown man. This was the one you could remember that was special to you. Or you could just tell me all the Valentines you had that you know what I'm saying, you really appreciated.
I don't know. I don't really get that, too many of those type of memories and all that. But I had
Are
some
you
good times. I had some bad.
stupid?
Nah, yeah, I had good Valentines. I had bad Valentines.
All
You know
right,
what I'm
but don't
saying?
make it like you never
So
had it before in your life. It sucks. You like, come on, suck some.
it's just not a. It's not a really a. I guess this is more for the females because men don't really have a holiday, so it's more for
Yeah,
the
but I'm
females.
saying
So
though, more for a female was okay. Did you ever do something for a female?
you spending. I can't hear you say it again.
Did you ever do something for a female?
Of course,
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Talk about that. Like, did you ever made somebody Valentine's Day special? Did anybody ever do something for
Oh,
you?
absolutely, absolutely. Vacation. You come in bed full of roses, all that.
You did that? You know, it's
Never had.
crazy. I never experienced that. You gotta tell me about that. Like, who did the decorations and shit like that? Like, what was you thinking? And who was this person?
It was my girlfriend at the time, of
Okay.
course. It was probably like besides the other dope chick I told you about, she was probably the other dopest. Anyway, you know what I mean?
You're not eating with me?
I smoke when I eat, you know what I mean? I do that. I multitask, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
But nah, it was dope. I paid the nigga in the hotel, like, yo, I gave the nigga the shit, you know what I mean, the rose petals, all that shit. Set the room up, gave him the bread, boom, 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 have everything ready when we get in there. You know what I mean, took Shorty out, you know what I'm saying? At first, I told her meet me, because we both was out of town and shit like that. We met up out of town. So I told her meet me. But where I told her to meet me at, I sent her to McDonald's. So she thought I was gonna meet her at McDonald's. I'm like, yeah, that's our date. I just want to test the waters, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to see where somebody at, like, you know what I'm saying? So she at McDonald's, she tight, you know what I mean? So I pull up in the shit, I pull up, scoop Shorty up. I'm like, so she like, yo, you really got me here at McDonald's? I'm like, yeah, what's wrong with this? She was like, yo, word, you serious? I was like, I'm dead serious. Like, we can't eat McDonald's? She was like, nah, we can eat whatever you want to eat, but I'm just mad you had me waiting. I'm like, all right, that's fire. We out of here. Boom, take out the dinner. You know what I'm saying? We talk. Great night. Boom, whatever. So I'm like, yo, we out of here. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna walk you to the room. I got something else to do, whatever. So I walked into the room. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, I'll be right back. Let her go in the room. So then when she went in the room, I was still standing by the door because I already knew what time it was. So she go in the room, she come back out to the door. I'm there, she jump on me, boom, 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 rush in the room. It goes down immediately. You know what I'm saying? Well, that was a good time. Good time.
That was your
Dope
first and
Valley.
only time you did something like that?
For something like that, yeah. Something like that, yeah.
So what made you, like, how did you feel about that person? Because you
She
don't
was
seem like
dope.
the type that you understand, you really gotta be into a person that gotta be a shorty, and for you to like
Nah,
take the time out to
she
do
was just
that.
dope. She was different. You know what I mean? She was different. Like I know when they different. You know what I'm saying? So it takes something different to be with me. You know what I'm saying? So she was a little different, and she understood a little bit. But only thing, she was just, you know, a little younger than me and all that. So I think I
Okay.
was moving at a pace to where she couldn't really keep up, and she didn't understand like where I was going with my shit. You know what I'm saying? So I
So what
think
was the
that's
age
what.
difference at the
I mean,
time?
it was probably like 4 or 5 years, something like that.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Wasn't
how
nothing
old were
crazy.
you?
I had to been 20, I might have been 22.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
23.
that's
I was
that.
23. Yeah, 23.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That was really different. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
23.
You was on a different pace. You was moving. Okay, I get it. Um. So
I
any
was outside. I was outside, definitely.
any other like good Valentine's days and
Any other good Valentine's days? Yeah. Um, I think the first year my daughter was born, I spent Valentine's Day with her. That was
okay,
probably like the second dopest Valentine's for me.
right? Your one and only. Yeah, that's different. I mean, having a child regardless, but like your first one, yeah, yeah, that'll make you
Absolutely.
happy. So she was born around Valentine's Day?
Nah, her birthday in June.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Black.
All right. So my first
Yeah,
Valentine
18, like 24, 18.
was in high school. Do you know, like when you younger in school, you used to get a little tat lollipops with, the little card and shit with your name on it and stuff like that. So in high school, I come in the building and everybody looking at me crazy. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Because I ain't getting into no trouble this week. You feel me?
Right.
I'm like, I don't fuck with nobody in here. I got a couple of friends. We kick it, we talk to her, we meet up, we ask our moms to link up, shit like that. You feel me? But that was it. So I already did talk to them, but they was acting weird too. So I'm like, man, I'm not beat for no friends, Immediately I'm like, fuck all of them. You know what I'm saying? So I get to my class and I got all these roses, all these like cards. I had cards with money. I had a card with a gift certificate. I had a card for, it was like a special thing or whatever, with the school, whatever. So I was chosen. He was in the 10th grade and I was in the 9th or whatever. So matter of fact, I'm lying. I was in the 8th grade and he was in the 10th. So they was joking with him like, oh, you messing with these young girls and shit. She gonna put you in jail, all this stupid shit. But he hit the biggest cuss on me. So did I have anything else? So flowers and that. Oh yeah, and some candy. So that was like my first Valentine, like, and I'm like, yo, he really did. He really did this and that for me. And then soon as I see him like during the day, and they like one of the teachers or whatever told him to come to my homeroom, and she like or whatever. He gave me a hug and everything. I'm like, oh my god, you did this for me. I didn't know you was really liking me like that. You feel me? And guess what this nigga said? You ain't the only one I bought something for. Then I see this bitch come down with a big ass bear, all these flowers. I was tight, like, yo. So this nigga, he bought a couple of chicks in the school some shit to school. I don't know how he got it there, but he hooked us all up. I was like, yo, that was my first Valentine, but I wasn't the only one. That was crazy. That was the first time I expressed that. Something like that I knew of. You feel me? So this nigga bought us all something. And then I think I had Twizzy. I say his name. That was like somebody I've been with for years, and I never liked him at first. I always looked at him like a friend and shit like that. And he like, yo, what's up with me and you, blah, blah, blah. Now, this is years later. And I'm looking like, well, you know, I never liked you, right? And he like, yeah, I know. Give me a chance. So I gave him a chance. You feel me? Yo, best thing I ever did at the time. Best thing I ever did at the time. And he took me out or whatever. We went to like all different kind of restaurants and shit. The only thing about him was he was like cheating on the com. You feel me? And I caught him slipping. So Valentine's Day was coming up and he hit me up or whatever. And, you know, that was like we gradually was, you know, getting back together and shit like that. So he bought me lotion, lingerie, all types of shit. Damn, what else he gave me? A watch, jewelry, necklace, bracelets, all that. And then the next day, he went out and got me a ring. So we was engaged for a year, and then it didn't work out. So that was my ex, but like that's one dude I could like honestly say that I never had like an argument really with. It ended up bad, it didn't end up bad. I would just say that. But yeah, he always made sure Valentine's Day was good and shit like that. And my last child, my son's father, he bought me something. I was hating him at the time, but he had bought me some shit for Valentine's Day. So that was my last actual Valentine's Day, because after that, I just stopped celebrating it. You know, I'm not, somebody will buy me something, I will appreciate it, but I'll tell motherfuckers, don't give me nothing. And don't expect nothing, because guys expect things too. And I'm not buying you shit. So don't buy me nothing. So that's what I'm on. But you do, like you said, like you do Valentine's Day more for the kids nowadays, you know? But I'm not into Valentine's Day no more. Now, my birthday, don't fuck up. But Christmas and all that, I'm not into all that no more. So, what's the crazy experience you had before sex or during sex?
Wait, which one?
You go with before first, the before sex, and then you could tell me and during sex.
All right, I'll be real. I remember I was like a junior in high school.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now, this is back in the day when niggas is really lying and saying they getting pussy and they really not. Like we still humping. We grind and you know what I mean, we still doing that. Like we might sneak and grab a titty in the gym and shit. You feel like you the man and shit. You finger pop something, you a glory, you God like for 2 days. You know what I'm saying? So everybody was finger popping and you know what I mean, a girl called me through whatever. And I'm not gonna front like I was ready to fuck her, whatever, but when it came time to fuck her, like it was just a rap. Like I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
So before like I get to so I'm at her crib, whatever, right? You know, we just chilling, we chilling the whole night, whatever, everything good. But now it's time to go in her room, whatever. It's time to go in her room. I came in my pants before I got in her room. I mean, but I was drinking this shit. I was drunk, and I'm like, damn. it feel like I fucked already. So I'm just like, I don't care. Like, whatever, I already fucked. But like I came in my pants already before I got in the room with Shorty. So by the time she was ready to fuck, I didn't want to fuck no more. So it wasn't that my dick couldn't get up or nothing. I just didn't want to fuck no more. So I'm like, yo, we already fucked. She like, no, we didn't. She like, you fuck somebody before you got here. I'm like, nah, it's not, you bugging. But that was the wildest shit that ever happened to me before sex. Yeah, that was wild. After, after I got like two stories. After I say one, I was fucking Shorty. Then she got on the red and all that. That shit was a murder scene. Um, Two was a Valentine. Now that was a bad Valentine. Same Shorty too. It's crazy. Same Shorty. I had a good Valentine with her and a bad Valentine with her. You know what I mean? She was giving me the Tapiana and she threw up on my shit. And it was a wrap for me. I was done after that. It was over.
So she threw up. Okay. So you never talked to her again. Because I heard guys talk about that before. But they was like, nah, I went back for that. She, you know how they talk crazy. Like, she gave me sloppy time.
It wasn't over at that moment, no. But yeah, I haven't talked to her ever again. Like, it wasn't not from that moment. Like, it was still after that and all that. Like, it wasn't at that exact moment. But I do remember that because that was the wildest shit ever. Like, so that fucked me up. Like, mentally, that fucked me up.
Mentally? Oh my God. Because what did you say something to her?
Nah, she was just getting busy. Like, is a regular shit. Like,
So you
I don't know
she
what
didn't know
happened.
you was mad.
Of course.
That's
She
what I'm
kept it
saying.
coming.
Like,
Of course.
what
I
did
was
you
just
say to her?
sitting there like,
Those guys, like,
I
this is the
couldn't.
first time I ever heard some, like, where a guy was saying he was mad. Like, well, a couple of guys said that before. But I'm
Well,
like,
why wouldn't I be mad? Why wouldn't I be mad?
see, I don't know, because
Like
I
I
never
got
heard that before. But
that shit is on me
I
now.
tried to,
Like,
like, my defense, like, she probably just ate or something. Like,
nah, I was with her. I was with her. Nah, we chilling. We was chilling for a minute. We watched the whole movie and all that. We chilling.
I don't know what to say about that then. That's crazy. Yo, I never, like, guys, they be like, nah, we just kept going type shit. Wow.
Nah, it's done for me after that. I can't. Cause now you gotta look at that like, so you still gonna fuck in that? Like you fucking disgusting. If she
So even,
nasty, she let you fuck like that's gross. Like you
nah,
bugging the
it's
fuck
a
out.
rap. It's a dub. That's funny though.
That's not.
I think for me, the worst time or whatever, like you better not laugh either. So my first son's there or whatever, right? He freak like that. Whatever. So he was always eating my ass out and shit. So now one day when I went there, I came straight from home or whatever. I already washed up, all that, whatever. So I had to use the bathroom. So we didn't just, get straight into it or whatever. So I leave here, whatever. I go to Philly or whatever. And so I'm gonna use the bathroom a couple of times, right? So he about to go down there and get crazy. He was like, yo, what the fuck, yo? So he like, he's like, yo, what the fuck, yo? Like, he's like, yo, you got toilet paper, you got ass.
Oh shit.
Yo, I swear I ain't feeling, I ain't know, you feel me? So I'm like, I was like, oh shit, I ain't gonna hold you. I was a little mad, embarrassed a little bit and shit like that. But I went in the bathroom or whatever. And I was like, Dawn, he was like, yo, next time, I'm like, yo, I just used the bathroom or whatever. So I had freshened up or whatever. But since that day, I was like, we want to make sure we don't have none of that going on. So that was like the first time or whatever. Anything anything else? Oh, when like dog, I guess it gotta be the guy. If you got the some people don't have that. What can I say? Like, they just don't do it for me, right? So, boy, like I could eat pussy, blah blah blah. Now we was kicking it. We wasn't together or nothing, so we never had sex or whatever. And we was talking on the phone. If I see him, like, cause it was like on some shit. You know how niggas be like, oh, you got a friend for my friend type shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I go to one of my friends' cribs or whatever, and this nigga fucking like, oh, I can eat your pussy, blah 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 blah. I'll do this. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, oh, so you about that? So your mouth getting crazy, right? He like, yeah. So we go to my crib, and yo, I don't know what this biting shit, but don't ever do that. Like, no, a nigga bit my shit before, and I liked it. It's like he knew what he was doing. You feel me? Like he knew what he was doing. But you can't be biting and going crazy, and I'm not feeling it. So I'm like, oh, nah, like, I don't know what the fuck you doing. So he gets mad at me. Oh, I ain't never had no complaints. Well, nigga, you got a complaint today. That shit was trash. Like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. That shit was trash. So it's like, and it looked like he could do it too. So I say, you know what? Like, now I'm older, I know. You know what I'm saying? And like, that experience was crazy. I wasn't younger now. I'm just saying, like, I would never have that situation again. But you can't just be biting down and shit. Like, that shit cute. Like, hell no. So that was like the craziest thing or whatever I experienced during sex. That's about it. Nothing too crazy.
Right.
Oh yeah, I remember I was gonna go down on somebody once, and yo, when niggas say bitches pussy stink, I be like, what about your balls? Yo, I swear, I'm like, dog, you didn't go to the gym, you did none of that. Might not never. Yo, he was mad. Oh, you giving me blue balls? You crazy ass. But like, you know how niggas get mad. Like, yo, I swear, I said, yo, I would never, ew, like, yo, that shit. And he used to always, you feel me, like, try to get with me after that and all. I'm like, nah, like, dog. Like, just looking at him, you wouldn't think he was like that. You feel me? But, like, nigga, sweaty balls, yo, that's the worst experience. I was like, nah, I can't do that. But, like, other than that, I ain't never had no crazy, like, no weird shit or whatever. I like, now I know how to pick them. I could look at a motherfucker and tell. You feel me? And yeah, it's true. Like, women know when they're going to sleep with you. Factual. So I could look at a motherfucker and be like, yo, I know we'll have some dope sex, yo. I know he'll do this and that. I'll do that to him. It's some real shit. So you could look at a motherfucker and tell when it's real. Like, real shit.
Right.
You know when it's good.
Right.
All that.
Big bro in the building, man. It's the Valentines. Huh?
Can you tell?
Spicy talk and all that. You spinning right now.
Again?
You can hear? All right, there you go. There you go. Now you good.
Oh, all right. Because I was about to cut the live. Have you ever, like, felt like that way? Like, all right, I know guys look at boobs and shit and all that, but I'm just saying, like, you know that the shit good. You ever had wet sex where you were shocked that the pussy was whack and trash? Cause I couldn't
Oh,
believe it.
fact.
When God say
Oh, fact.
pussy is trash, I be like, for real?
Well, like a
This,
lot of expectation. It's just like y'all, you know what I mean? Y'all have expectations for niggas. We got expectations for y'all too. Like we meet a baddie, like we gonna expect cause she bad, she popping. Like nah,
right.
it's not always the case and all that.
All right. So did you ever
Uh,
see a ugly pussy?
yeah, yeah. I've seen a couple ugly pussies.
You still hit it?
Nah, I was too amazed looking at the pussy.
Yo, I remember
I
having
can't
a
go in there,
conversation
bro.
years
I can't
ago.
go in there after that. Like that look crazy.
Yo, and I was like, my cousin was like, yeah, he's like, yo, this bitch pussy ugly as hell. And I was like, what? Cause you think, everybody pussy not look the same, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he like, what? You don't look at no fucking porns? Yo, you acting stupid. Yo, let me show. He was just start showing me. Yo, we was dying. I was like, yo, I never knew certain chicks didn't have clicks and all that. It was crazy. And he's like, y'all would never hit no shit like this. And they were pretty too. I was like, yo, your pussy look like that though. And then he showed me a picture of some girl like, oh yeah, you remember so and so? And I'm like, no. And he's like, yo, you remember this bitch? And I'm like, yeah. What's up with her? How she been? He's like, this how she been. Yo, I would never hit that. Yo, tell that bitch stop calling me. So every time I would see her, she always would ask me about my cousin, and I'll play it off like, girl, he probably in a relationship right now. All he do is work. You know how these guys are. But I really want to say, girl, did you see your pussy? Like, I can't believe you took that picture and sent it to him. But I never like, feel me, try to hurt feelings in that. But I was like, yo, this bitch shit was ugly as shit. Like, I didn't even know that was a pussy. Like, throw the whole coochie away. That shit looked nasty. And I was like, bitches, shit be looking crazy. So I never knew that. Like the worst thing I seen, but that was when I went to Kingdom, because that was my spot. Valentine's days and shit like that, when I used to spice it up. But the dude I was with at the time, he ain't never like the
You said
spontaneous
where?
person in me.
You said
So
Kingdom?
Kingdom. That's in Philly in South
Oh, oh, oh,
on South
oh,
Street. So I would go there and shit. And they got a picture of different things, different penises and shit. And yo, I swear to God, I ain't never seen no penises like that. Yo, I was like, what? I'm not. I seen a circumcised one. Yo, I said I was so mad. He was mad. I said, yo, like, bro, you not yo, that just blew me. Like, that shit look disgusting. And then you gotta peel the skin to put on the condom. Pew. Nigga. That nigga was tight with me. Like, yo, this bitch crazy. No, fuck you. You're not hitting this. Like, I'm really the one of them ones. Like, nah, and that was just on a whim. I think I was 18. I was in Job Corps. I was 18, and he came to my room type shit, and I was not for it. I was like, man, I ain't fucking this nigga. And I was like, why is you would never like his? Like, it's just too much. It was too much to deal with. So I was like, I'm not ever doing that with nobody. Like, no, I don't give a fuck if I'm into you. You're not circumcised. Is a dub. But yeah, that was like the craziest shit. That was it. Sweaty balls, uncircumcised. And what else I said? Oh, I had toilet paper, remember? That was crazy. But yeah, Condom Kingdom, yo, them sex stores, is they still out? Or you got to order everything online? Because I used to love going in them stores. You ever been in one?
Yeah, I've definitely been in a sex store.
So what type of stuff you look for when you go there?
I don't go
for the
by
female.
myself. I let her pick what she wants. Like I let her pick if I'm a pick, I'm a pick what I want to see her in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah,
yo, we
I'm
gonna put
not to
this.
talk about lingerie. I'm talking about the stores where toys, handcuffs, whipped creams, different flavor condoms, shit like that.
I just pretty much let her. I don't go in there with a preference when it comes to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I
All
let her
right, so
go in
let me
there
tell
and
you, right? It was this one time, right? I had this one night when I went in there, I was like, "Oh, this is gold." I'm like, "Yo, this is the spot." So, like I said, they got like a picture where the register. I don't know how it is now. It's been a long time. Like near the register, they had different penises and shit, right? So you go around the bitch. It's like the anal balls. Now this is before. It's always been popular, but it wasn't to me. You feel me? Shut up. So like the anal balls, right? Of course they got dildos and stuff like that. We don't need that. They got the vibrators. I wasn't really into that at the time. You feel me? So they got like different toys and shit. So I went in there. They had the favorite condoms and stuff like that. And like I said, the anal ball. So I was like, yo, I was asking my cousin, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? His nigga ain't putting this in my ass or whatever. She was like, yo, girl, you should try it, cuz. I was like, bitch, did you try it? She was like, no. I'm like, why the fuck you want me to try it? I'm like, and she was like, girl, bitch, so you could tell me about it. So I might want to try it. I forget who she was talking to at the time. But I was like, that nigga's a bitch ass nigga. He ain't gonna try it. Like, girl, I'm like, I'm not doing it. So I had got some whipped cream, like the flavor kind. So we go in there, whatever. I get that. I get the flavor condoms. I get the whipped cream, and I get handcuffs. Okay. So when I get back home or whatever, I'm like, yo, I got a treat for you. You know, word. Like, yeah, all right. Like, what you got for me? So I ain't say nothing or whatever. So I'm like, I'm gonna show you. So I get all cute, smelling good, all that. He didn't want to use the flavor condoms. He didn't want to. He didn't want to fucking use the cuffs.
Yeah, that's
He
a
didn't want to use the whipped cream.
Why would you want to give him head with a condom on?
Because I wanted to try it out.
That might be good for
He
you,
wasn't
but that's
for that.
not good for the
He
nigga.
was not having it. He wasn't jacking it. I
Not
just
good for
was,
the nigga.
dog. We're trying, like, come on, have fun, dog. Like, what the fuck? And he ain't want to. So I ended up throwing him in. I was mad. So with the whipped cream, I did like try to be cute with the finger and all that. And he was like, yo, what the fuck? He was spit it out because he put it on me. And I was like, I ain't saying nothing though. I was like, that shit nasty as fuck. That shit was like $20. That shit was nasty as fuck. So we didn't use that or whatever. So I'm like, all right, here go the cups. He was like, well, I'm using that on you because you ain't using that on me. I've been to jail, all this other shit. Niggas don't use cuffs and all that. I'm like, yeah, you can use it on me. We never used that. I was like, yo, he born as fuck. I was like turned off. So we ended up breaking up or whatever.
So
But it was like
what
that
you
was
wanted him to do?
hmm?
What you want him to
Be
do?
spontaneous. If you get to know who I am, cut the fuck up. Do something where you know,
I'm
okay, this is
saying,
what
no,
she
I'm saying
like.
in that situation right there, like, you know, what you wanted him to do? You know what I'm saying?
All right,
How you
so
wanted him to
we
react
only
to
had
what you
one pair at the time, right?
wait, was you with him when you went to the store or you were like a
I
surprise
was
and
with
you
my
came back?
cousin.
Oh, all right, cool.
So
Got it.
when I told
Got
you when I got back, I told him I had a surprise from her. I was hyped.
it. Right.
I'm like, oh, this is the worst. I'm like, he's a bitch ass nigga. But what I wanted him to do, I wanted to see if he was going to do anything fun. It wasn't fun. But then I'm like, as I got older, like without older, mature, where I was like, all
Right.
right, there's somebody that can meet your match. I'm like, oh, you just need more than one handcuff. You feel me?
Right.
But It was
So look,
weird because it was like nobody. It's either they a little bit too freaky and wild, and I'm not with that. You do whatever you do on your own
but if
time.
he,
But
but you
somebody
gotta move
like
to the
on my
peace. Like,
say what?
nah, go ahead, go ahead.
Like somebody on
Nah,
my speed and
uh,
that could get down like that. Like with me, what I like, I can't say I didn't find it, but it was like I wasn't trying it. I can't just try that. Not just saying that anybody, just because I'm dating you, that don't mean I want to get like that with you. You get what I'm saying? I didn't feel with nobody where I'm like, all right, we gotta get spontaneous or whatever. And then I don't like the guys that they'll try to test you to see if you like other women and shit like that. I'm not into that. You feel me?
right, so low,
So if I'm
right.
kinky, I'm kinky. That's on me. Not I want to be with everybody. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like enjoy me, motherfucker. If you that's what you do, then that's what you do. That's what I'm saying about like you can match my type of wildness, my freak, cool. But some people just stretch it out. I don't do all that. But I haven't found that, so I'll just be chilling. But I like different shit, you know. So I just haven't had exactly what I like. And then you know, like a motherfucker will try to act like they know what you like, and then it don't be that, and then you stop it, you dead it before it can go anywhere. You the bad guy. So now you gotta like match me. Like somebody match my shit. I ain't gonna lie, but he'll take it too far if I was to ever do that with him. So I would never do nothing with that with him. But I know somebody that could really match my shit, but I wouldn't even put that on like, oh yo, you get what I'm saying? I just leave it where it's at. Like I think he'll overdo it. And then I think like if I was to ever do that with him, he'll get
What you
crazy and
mean?
I'll get crazy. And I don't want
What's
that.
what's overdoing it?
Like I like my hair pulled and shit, but not everybody could pull my hair and turn me on. It may be a turn off, but he'll get wild. You get what I'm saying? And it's like it's like a turn off where it's like that's not like my touch. You get what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Or he'll choking me and all that. I'm not into all that. But if you choke me, know what you're doing. So it depends. I'm telling you, like I'm picky. I'm picky when it comes to certain shit though. I'm picky as fuck, yo. Cause you gotta match my freak. Like that's just how I feel. Now, like that's even like if I'm telling you something, like of course your mind might go somewhere or you might just be listening. But that don't mean that I'm gonna do that with the next motherfucker because we talk like or if you ask me a question and then if you ask me what's up, let's try this and I say no, you know what I mean? That don't mean that I wanted to do that with you. I act like that with you. You get what I'm saying? So, but I promise you, like, I know somebody that probably could really get there with me. But I'm like, he'll be crazy and I'll be crazy. And I'm not even with that. So I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to entertain that at all. Because that'd be some crazy shit. You might see me on the news or some shit. Because that nigga, but I just think he'll overdo it. Like, I don't know. Like your minds type shit. And it's like, no, no. But other than that, that's just like how like I never really got to the point where how I wanted to be done. Like in my head. You know what I mean? So I hopefully, you know, next year at Valentines I'll have a story to tell.
Mm-hmm.
You feel
Right.
me? But
Right.
nah, I don't that's why I be chilling because not everybody can fuck me. I'm not just gonna have sex with somebody just to have sex. Like it gotta mean something. It gotta feel something. Hold on, because I don't want to put you on, like, with the cam down a little bit. But I think the firefighters is in front of my, I think they're across the street. What they say, nosy people get it too. They all. The cop on the sidewalk, like, what the fuck? I don't know what's going on. Mind my business. Nosy people get it too, right? Now they got a stretcher or some shit. They need to oil them for that. My bad. You gotta find out, figure out what's going on in your neighborhood, you know? Hey, yeah.